So Zscaler has four key engines within the firewall module. Deep packet inspection engine, homegrown cloud native built by Zscaler to identify all ports and protocols. That is done as part of the DPI engine. And we have a DNS proxy slash gateway, which we oftentimes refer as DNS engine, which enables customers to completely take advantage of applying header based restrictions depending on DNS type and other access control domain based blocks and so on and so forth. And similarly, we have an IPS engine as part of firewall module, which is responsible for applying all the policies related to threat, identifying the threats per packet basis, and enable controls to add signatures and use it as a alerting notification mechanism, as well as completely providing and preventing any threats from an intrusion perspective. Coming to proxy module, all the web traffic, HTTP, HTTPS, including some ALGs like FTP, are all implemented as part of the proxy module. So we have a scalable platform which can completely take the traffic irrespective of the volume coming from each site and apply all full security stack capabilities in a defense approach to providing all capabilities like AV, AS, Web IPS, ATP, malware prevention capabilities, and so on and so forth. The next thing I want to talk about is a little bit about deep packet inspection engine. This is very important from an NG firewall perspective because as soon as the traffic hits the cloud on Zscaler enforcement node, the first thing which comes into picture to identify the application is Zscaler's deep packet inspection engine. Zscaler's DPI has the ability to identify the applications based on 1, 2, 3, up to 5 packets and apply appropriate policies. This capability enables us to really identify if an attacker is coming on a non-standard port or a different application using some standard ports. That way, it is more intelligent in identifying the underneath application and using appropriate policy enforcement to control the access, irrespective of what protocol the application is coming from. And also, we provide some advanced settings on the platform, which enables you to auto proxy forward for non standard ports. What this means is if a customer is having an application which is running on non-standard port, and Zscaler will automatically use DPI to identify the underneath application, and it will cache that information so that next time customers don't have to create a manual policy to allow that particular port and protocol. For example, as long as customers admin's intent is to allow FTP applications or a DNS applications coming on UDP 53 or any port, it automatically caches that information. And as long as it is a DNS packet, we will cache that information and allow that so that the DNS policies can take effect. So this eliminates the complexity and simplifies the configuration where customers don't have to manually every time create if there is an application which is using a non-standard port when accessing a particular application.